Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. My name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. I've got some really delicious dinner recipes for you guys that are super easy and super affordable. So let's go ahead and get into our first dinner. So tonight I am making sausage and pepper tortellini Alfredo. I had seen a Kristen Stepp video where she made this type of a dish, and I was like, I gotta make that. It looks delicious. So I made that whole myself, just so you know. But I'm starting out with the great value cheese tortellini. You guys know how much I love that stuff. It's super cheap and super delicious. Definitely another favorite is the beef smoked sausage. Always have that on hand. And then I was doing a meal prep video this day, so I had set aside some onions and peppers for this dish specifically. And I am using the Prego homestyle Alfredo in a jar. I know jarred is not the best, but it was just easier for me to just do it that way after like a long day. But totally personal preference, whatever you guys are into. Prego is my favorite for jarred Alfredo sauce if I have to do that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into making this dish. So anytime that I'm using a jarred sauce, I always fill up the jar halfway with water after I've like emptied out whatever in the pan, and then I shake it really well to try to get all the rest of the sauce out of the jar. But that's just something that I do. You don't have to do that. And then I think it also makes the sauce like a little bit thinner. Like I don't like a super thick sauce, so I like it to just kind of like hug the tortellini. So it did perfect for me. I totally forgot to film it in a bowl, but I have it here in the pan, and it was absolutely delicious. Definitely one of my favorites. Alright, so tonight for dinner, I had some Cheeseburger Sloppy Joes. I will link the recipe below. I cut it in half because I only wanted to use 1 pound of hamburger meat. I used some onions, ketchup, mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. And I also went ahead and seasoned it with Montreal steak seasoning. Whenever I'm making something like burger-esque or like steak-esque, I always use that seasoning to just kind of like beef up the flavor a little bit. Alright guys, so this is the final product. I just served it up with some Arby's fries that I threw in the air fryer. I topped mine with some cheese and some pickles. You can definitely do like lettuce and tomato if you want, but I was just feeling the cheese and the pickles. This recipe did originally call for pickles to be chopped up and mixed in with the meat and stuff, but Josh was definitely not having that, so I just put mine on top. But this recipe was super duper easy, you guys. Definitely recommend you try it. It was delicious. So this night for dinner, I literally just made stovetop stuffing with some pork chops and green beans. I did not remember to film it, but it was really good. I just seasoned up the pork chops with some garlic, herb, and wine marinade that I put them in for about a half hour, and it was really good, really delicious. Alright, so tonight for dinner I am making some beef fried rice. There's my Montreal steak seasoning again to beef it up. So I don't really have a recipe for this. To me, fried rice is kind of like a I know I'm going to be making it, so I'll save like smaller pieces of my vegetables and just like chop them up. I just threw some onions and peppers in this one, and I threw some green onions and corn in towards the end, and some garlic as well. But I will say you can definitely, like I said, put anything in fried rice. I would say a good ratio is like a pound of meat to 4 cups of rice. Speaking of rice though, I did pre-cook my rice in my meal prep video. I'll link that above. I was doing chicken fajita like lunch 3 ways, and one of the ways was with rice, so I made some extra rice so I could have it to fry up. When you cook your fried rice ahead of time, like the day before, even the morning before, it has time to like kind of like dry out a little bit, and it fries up a lot easier. So that's definitely a tip for you guys. If you can in advance, that's great. If not, it's okay. It'll still taste really good. I just think that this is like makes it easier to fry up, and it doesn't really stick together as much. Alright, so this is it. It was absolutely delicious. You really can make fried rice with literally anything in it. I've made hot dog fried rice before, and it was so good. Don't judge me. It was like delicious, but definitely super good, super quick, and super easy. So tonight for dinner, we are going to be having some barbecue chicken enchiladas. These sounded delicious. I will definitely link the recipe below. I'm going to be using some bacon, some tortillas, some Costco rotisserie chicken. You can definitely use whatever rotisserie chicken you want. Vidalia onion, ranch barbecue sauce, shredded cheese, and some Pam for my pan. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So this is how they looked coming out of the oven with that ranch on top. I did cut up some green onions just for a little bit of color and extra flavor. These were absolutely delicious. I loved them. Oh my gosh, they were so good. Alright guys, so tonight's dinner is going to be including some ham that we picked up from the store, and I think I have to slice that myself, so I'm probably going to slice it in little triangles, some broccoli and some pierogies. I absolutely love pierogies, and I love switching them out as a fun side dish, so this dinner is going to be delicious. Does anybody else's little fur babies just kind of like hang around and wait for you to drop stuff? She's so cute. I don't know why she sits like that. I have no idea, but I love it. Alright guys, this dinner probably took, I'm not even kidding, under 20 minutes to make. I just put the broccoli in the microwave and you saw how I cooked up the ham and the pierogies. This was super delicious, super quick and super easy, which is my favorite for a weeknight. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys got some really good dinner inspiration, some good ideas. If you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe for more if you're not already. You guys are amazing. I hope everybody has a blessed and super awesome week. Bye guys.